Welcome to First Responders Audits. We're back here at the College Station's administrative school, College Station ISD. Let's find out what happens here.
Oh, good luck.
Bye, Marinelle.
Bye.
How you doing?
I would speak with in order, I probably want to transfer my daughter or find a different solution to not changing her from A&M back to College Station.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to speak to somebody in student services.
Okay.
So let me go see if there's somebody here that can speak with you through this one.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
Okay, I'll wait. Thank you.
Looks like we got a rock right there. Some pictures. Place where the kids can play at. We got the Cougars and the Tigers. Cougars, College Station High School. Tigers, Texas A&M Consolidated High School. Let's see what we got over here. No mas. That's right, no mas. Got some forms. These are the Board of Trustees. College Station Independent School District Board of Trustees. Since 1989. Education Foundation. Looks like they got a break room over there, got some food. Got some posters. Labor law posting. Look at that. Federal minimum wage, $7.25 an hour. Got employee rights, the law.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, buddy? What's your name and badge number, sir?
Sergeant Your Honor, we don't have badge numbers, actually.
Oh, okay.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Everything's always okay.
I'm just checking. Did you check in at the front desk up here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I got a call that somebody was walking inside the building that may not have checked in. So, did you, show your ID and check in to meet with somebody?
It's okay, sir. I don't answer questions.
Okay, well, was he able to check into the front office or up here?
They haven't
for
checked,
me?
he has not checked in yet. His wife, or is that your wife?
Yeah.
Wanting to talk about transfer a kid. Chrissy's on the phone and Jana's in a Zoom, so Jana's gonna call me with Chrissy's availability because they're gonna need to schedule an appointment with Chrissy.
Okay. Well, then I just need you to go up here until you're authorized to go back into the building somewhere, okay, sir?
Is there a restriction that says that up there that I
Yeah,
cannot
this
go
is
way?
actually a criminal trespass issue at this point.
Is it?
So yeah, so if you come in here, you have
This
to
is
be
not a
checked
public
in.
access?
This is not public access. No,
You
sir.
sure about that?
I am completely
I'm
serious.
gonna hold
sir.
you accountable for that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll hold you accountable for that if that's okay. I got you on camera. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's completely fine.
Okay.
I mean, just full disclosure, I got you on camera as well. If you'd like to.
That's okay.
Just in case you want.
Yours gets lost, mine doesn't. Yours gets thrown away and altered and stuff.
Is
And
there
the
any
FOIA
questions
that
you
is
have?
kind of
Anything I can
hard.
help with?
Why do I need your help?
No, I just honestly, I don't even know.
I
why
need
y'all
their
here.
help, not your help.
Okay.
But you're good.
Well, just so you know, I work here, my office is here, so it's not a matter of somebody called 911. It's just a matter of the security of the building is one of my responsibilities. So we see
I
people walking
promise
around.
you, I'm a First Amendment auditor. You know I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, you
Okay.
you can do it. That's completely fine.
Okay.
You just
I
can't
know
go
I can.
past the front desk unless you were
If there was
authorized.
a sign that says that unauthorized use, if that is access to the public, which I'll find out, if public can walk through there, then I can walk through there, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm
I'm
just letting you
sorry.
know that the people that run the office have said
I'm sorry.
that
If
no
there
one
was no
beyond this
restricted signs up here that actually says that indicates that, so what you're saying to me is a lie.
point- Oh no.
Because
no.
if I wasn't
you're
able to
right.
walk through that
if there
way,
was a sign here,
then
and
I
you
would
passed it,
I would
you'd be
obey that
violation.
sign. Okay,
So what
exactly.
I'm telling you is you did not cause a violation by
know.
walking because you were not stopped. But at this point, you've been stopped by the staff here, saying that
I
hey,
wasn't stopped by the staff.
well, I'm part of the staff here.
But you're
So-
you're unconstitutionally telling me that I cannot walk through a public spot.
Yeah.
Is that
because this
public
is
access right there? Yes or no?
Beyond this, without
Is
going
that
through
public
her,
access? Yes or no?
no, sir.
So there's no public. Okay, I'll find out about that.
So just so you know, do it, man.
I'll find out about that.
As far as if they give you authorization,
What
to
precinct
go
do you work
before-
at?
Brazos County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So we don't have precincts. It's just countywide.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Understood.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna
don't
disobey
get
you.
each
I'm gonna
other.
listen to you. Don't get
Oh
me
no, I get it.
wrong.
You're fine.
I'm not gonna do anything.
2581.
I get like I understand. Like I said, the First Amendment auditors are trying to do your thing. Like that's up to you to do. Like I have
Not
no
up to me.
Yeah, I have no issues with it whatsoever.
Well, I appreciate
The
that.
only thing I ask is if they say, hey, you're gonna have to schedule an appointment and come back later, just follow their wishes and schedule an appointment, and come back later.
As long as it's not violating our constitutional rights, you're
Yeah,
you're
no, I get
absolutely 100% correct, sir.
It's 979 574 9801.
And what is Dad's name?
Jesse Alba.
You have a good day, sir.
J-E-S-S-I.
Yes, sir.
Jesse.
I'm always polite and respectful. Even though I'm an auditor, I don't disrespect y'all. There's auditors that do that, but I don't do that.
Oh, I know they will. And quite honestly, they're trying to get somebody to take the bait. I'm not going to take the bait. No matter what, if you're respectful of me, I'm going to be respectful. If
Exactly,
you're not, I'm
exactly.
probably going to be respectful anyway, as long as we can keep things safe.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, officers bait people all the time. I mean, they bait people with drugs or with everything. They do that all the time. Not maybe here, but bigger cities and stuff like that, they do.
I can tell you that I've worked here for over 20 years and I've never witnessed that. I've never experienced that.
Oh, you
in
see
our
that all the
community.
time. You know that.
But I can
If
tell
you've been
you-
an officer for 20 years, you
But I
know.
can tell you, seeing things on TV, on the news, on social media, we'd all be lying if we said it didn't exist anywhere.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you, I have not experienced it in this community.
Gotcha.
So it's just one of those things. You know, we've got a pretty good thing here. We're pretty lucky. I'm from a much larger city.
Yes, sir.
You know, I moved here and
What city did you come from?
So I'm from Houston.
Oh, you're from Houston. Okay.
Yeah, so I choose to do my job here as opposed to there because of the type of community that this is.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
it's a pretty good deal.
That's a smart thing. I'd rather be safe than dealing with crazy people. There's crazy people out there. Don't get me wrong. I know you guys have a hard job and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against police at all. Because when I do my First Amendment audit on police officers in the course of their duties, it's not because I'm trying to catch them doing. The only people that are afraid, officers that are afraid of cameras, are police officers that are doing something wrong. If they're not doing anything wrong, then they don't care because it could go two ways. One, protects me. Two, it can also protect the officer. What if that guy reaches and grabs your gun that we're filming and we have a different angle than you
Just
guys?
like you talk about the cameras. So our agency was one of the first people in the entire region to go to body cameras. When I started, I had a camera here that had this big old thick gauge cable that ran to a battery pack.
Oh,
I had
yeah.
on my back. Like so, we were a test site for Panasonic.
Are you able to turn those off and on? Are you able to turn those off and on?
Yeah, so they can go on and off. Or
No, are you able to
Oh, yeah,
turn
I'm
it off and
able.
on? See, that's what we're fighting for too. We're trying to fight for where you as the police officer cannot turn it off or not turn off the volume or turn off the at all. Zero.
Our policy is in the middle of the course of it. So I turned mine on prior to walking down here because I didn't know what I was coming into. But because we're still having this conversation, and until the whole thing breaks, our policy is I'm not allowed to turn it off. So, but I do have the ability. So when I get done with this conversation and I go back to, go to the restroom or go to my office or whatever, I don't need to continue running the whole time.
Yeah, I got you.
But
I forget about the restroom
But
thing.
yeah, during the course of an event, we're not allowed to turn them off.
Yes,
the
sir.
The only way it would be done is if I was relieved from here to go talk to someone on something different, I may turn off then. But if for me to be sitting here in front of you and just turn it off for no reason, it would actually violate our policy. And honestly, it just wouldn't be a pretty smart decision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah,
Well, we appreciate. See, we want police officers like you. We want this interaction. We don't want it where we go out in the public. It's not just officer safety; it's civilian safety too. You're there to protect and serve us. Okay? You took this job. you know what entitles, you know? So when we go out there, we don't want to be afraid of y'all. We don't want to be like, oh my God, there's a police officer. Oh God, let's all get scared. Let's all run. Let's scatter like roaches. We want to be able to, yes, we got a police officer. We want to feel safe that you're there.
So you know one of the reasons I do the job that I do now? So again, this summer will be 22 years.
Yes, sir.
The last 8 has been assigned to serving kids in the school districts because I want that change. And
Thank
how do we
you.
get that
Let me
change?
shake your hand
Yes.
for that, sir.
We get that with the next generation.
Yes,
Because
sir.
let's face it, by the time you're 30, 40, 50 years old, you may get some new education. You may be able to change your mindset a little bit. But who you are and what your faith system is,
Yes, sir.
in just the world in general, probably doesn't change a lot.
Right.
But if I can catch them in kindergarten and 5th grade and 10th grade and 12th grade and let them learn that there are other ways, maybe they don't have that negative encounter one day. Maybe they don't turn around and take a situation that could have been a very simple conversation, but because they're scared, they do something stupid.
But it's not only that. There's officers out there violating people's constitutional rights. Not only that, pulling people over, slamming them, killing them. No, I'm not saying you personally,
I understand what you're
but
saying.
there are bad police officers are out there.
And the way that I would say it is, what do you do for a living? Like,
Huh?
you
I'm a
represent-
contractor.
Contractor. So as a contractor, you've worked with good contractors
Mm-hmm.
and you've worked with slimy contractors.
Yes, sir.
Law enforcement, where it is truly a belief system and a calling for why I choose to do what I do, it's still a profession. So we are going to have the high in our profession and we're going to have the low in our profession, the same as every other profession.
But that's our job because
Human nature doesn't go away just because somebody put a badge on.
exactly.
So I completely
But they are
understand.
held to a higher standard than us.
And the great
Because
ones-
one, you carry a gun,
and the great
and you
ones
carry
hold
the
themselves
power.
to that higher standard.
Right. Right. Exactly.
So that is a true part of my belief system. Is the folks that I work with, that I protect, they're going to hold me to a standard. My hope is to go higher than that standard.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you. I mean, we thank you. I feel safe when you're here. Now, next time I come in here, if I see you, I wouldn't be filming you. I do that with a lot of people. I may go in and film, like I'm a contractor. If I go into like the city to pull permits or whatever, I don't really film anymore over there because they're polite and they're respectful to me. I used to go in because I never know what might happen.
Yeah.
But I don't do that anymore. Once I get to know you and I know who you are, I don't film you. It's not all about my YouTube channel or my other channels or whatever like that, because I highlight officers. Like if I put this on my YouTube, I'm gonna highlight you. I'm gonna say we got a good police officer. What was your name again?
Yarder.
Who?
Yarder?
Yarder?
Like Carter, but with a Y.
Oh, okay, Yarder.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say Mr. Yarder. He was Officer Yarder, Sergeant. He was very polite, very respectful. I highlight you guys. I don't try to make y'all look bad at all. I never say. I might test you the tiny little bit like I just did right
Oh, I
there
know.
to see how you would react, and you react professionally. We appreciate that. And
Come here
we're out.
one more time.
Huh?
Your name one more time?
Jesse.
Jesse?
Yes,
Again,
sir.
Jacob Yarder.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Jacob.
Take care.
Thank you, Sergeant. You have a good day and be safe.
You as well.
Yes, sir.